welcome to the channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make press-on nails. So you can use this technique to make them yourself, or if you like, I have a website where you can go and shop for press-on nails or even get custom nails made. So today we'll be working with this design right here, and we're going to make a variation of it, and this design is also on my website. Items actually we'll be using today are these gel polishes from F-Gel, and then we have these glitters, pink and purple glitters. But first I'll show you how to measure your nail. You can basically just go in and fit your tips. So you could go in and see what'll fit for you. And you want it to cover the entire sides, both sides. And the bottom can be slightly adjusted and filed if needed, but you want to make sure that all your sides are covered. So this one's a little too big. And this one's pretty good. Another way, if you're ordering press-ons from me to figure out your size, would be to take a piece of tape, and washi tape is great for this. Cut a little piece, and then you could put it on your nail and make sure that it's straight. So I'm kind of pushing it in around my cuticle. And then you could take a pen and then mark all the way around it. Okay, so there's my nail. So you want to take the largest point, which will be basically right here. You want to make sure this is straight. If it's crooked, you could order a size that's a little too big or too small. So on the website I have it in millimeters, so 10 millimeters is 1 centimeter. So you'll have like a measuring tape like this. I'll start it at the 2. So this is roughly 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is 13 millimeters, which is exactly a size 4 in the tips. So that'll be a number 4. So you would do that with all your nails to get your sizing if you were ordering online. So to get started, let's see. Okay, so I have all the tips. They're already placed on the stands. And a lot of times they have like a little bit of the plastic sticking up. So first I'm gonna file that down, and then I'm gonna rough up the surface a little bit using some acetone to melt the jelly tips a little bit. You can also file them, kind of roughs up the surface too, but I'm gonna be using pure acetone to do that, and then I don't have to worry too much about the dust, but I will file down the rough edge where there's like little pieces of the plastic sticking up from the nail tip. So I'm gonna use a buffer for that. You can use a nail file too, it doesn't matter. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so they're all smooth on the top portion, and now I'm going to use some acetone to kind of melt the gel on top so that the gel polish would adhere better. So I give it a moment for that to dry. I'm gonna do a marble design. Okay. So I don't have a specific pattern in mind, but I'll try to evenly distribute each of the colors. And if I want to add more, I can later. Now I'm gonna take a brush and kind of blend it together. A little hair right there. The more you blend, the more the colors will fuse together. So if you want some parts to just remain, you could just kind of leave it so the color will be concentrated in that area and won't be too blended. And this is just random, just going with how I feel, like I like that. And if I want, I could take some away and wipe it, or I could just add more gel if I want to certain areas. And you don't want air pockets either. There's like air bubbles right there. I'm gonna get rid of that. Kind of want a little bit of pink right here in the middle. I want it to be a little bit more concentrated right here, so I'm gonna add a little bit more purple. Maybe a little bit more white in the middle portion too. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, and as you notice, some of the gel, since the viscosity is thin, is running to the side. In order to get it to come back to the middle, you can just flip this for a little bit, then it'll pull the gel down towards the apex. So your nail isn't going to be so thick on the side and then it's thin on the apex or in the middle. In just a few seconds, let the gel run down. As you can see. And then I could still work with it if I want, but I'm pretty happy with that. So now I'm gonna put it in the lamp and let it cure for 30 seconds. Okay, the next nail is going to be pink. Just a coat of pink. And it's gonna be 2 coats, so it can be a pretty, you don't have to be a thick layer. Just evenly distributed is good. So if you get any gel underneath on the tip, you can take a lint-free wipe. And this one's kind of nice because it's thin and it's stiff, so I could just go in and kind of wipe it underneath. And that'll prevent you from having to file that area after it's cured. Okay, that looks good. So we will cure this now. And the next nail will have full glitter, so I'm gonna paint this white. This is a milky white. We'll do 2 coats of this too. And the next nail will be half pink and half white. Oh, I'll do it like the other one. Come in. And then the last one will be white. And this. Do our second layer of the white. Okay, and then we didn't do the second layer of the pink, so we'll do that now here. It's looking a little messy. You could take like a small liner brush and refine it. Probably use this one. Make sure everything is evenly distributed. That looks good. So let it self-level for a moment, and then I'm gonna pop that into the lamp. Then we have one more layer of white for this one. We're gonna now use this glitter. We're gonna put it on this portion of the nail and all over this entire nail. Let me get a piece of paper towel. So I'm using a thin viscosity soft gel, and this gel is typically used for overlays, but I'm adding a little bit on here so that the glitter can stick even better. Then I'll pick the pieces I like. The bigger ones I may put on the bottom. That's a little too big. This one's fine. And it's just whatever you prefer. There's no right or wrong way. That one's a little too big. You'll put it on this nail. So I like that piece, but it's a little too big for this one. Let me leave the top part up. Let's see. Do I like that? I think this piece is a little too big. I think I'll just remove that one too. I may just use it on here. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I'll just flash cure it for right now, and I'll put everything into the lamp after I do the other nail. Here we go. Oops. Something already stuck. Yeah, I think it's better to have a little bit of this on there first. The nice thing about soft gel, instead of using glue, is you have a lot of time to kind of move things around, see how you like it. If you don't like it, you could take it off. So I really like that aspect. Alright, so now I'm gonna overlay this because it's not completely uniform when I was doing the marbling, so I'll overlay it to make sure everything is smooth. And I'll also overlay all the glittered parts too, to make sure that everything is even. And this one's fine, and this one will be overlaid as well. Let's use this so we don't end up accidentally getting glitter in our gel. If you have additional gel, you could use one just for glitter, but for this particular type, I don't have that, so I'm just putting some on my palette, and then I'll just add it here. In this one, I'll overlay the whole nail so that everything is even. Turn it upside down to move gel towards the center. This gel is a thinner viscosity gel for overlay. Okay. Make sure there's no air pockets. There's one right there. Gotta overlay this one. That looks good. So I'll just flash cure it so it doesn't move too much before I put it in the lamp. Let's see, now I'm gonna wipe off the sticky layer. This one probably doesn't need to be filed, but I'll just wipe it off so I can feel around, make sure there's no unevenness or lumpiness. That one's pretty good. This one's fine. The solid color ones will just get a top coat. This one will need to be wiped down and filed, as well as this one. These two, and then so these three will get top coated. I'm gonna take a 150 grit nail file and kind of just file it a bit. Actually, this one might not need that much filing. pretty good. I'll just use a buffer for this one. This one is already pretty smooth. The other one I'll definitely have to file. It's very lumpy, so this one will require a little bit more filing. So I'm starting at the top, making sure that everything is smooth, and then I'll go out to the sides. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Just take a buffer. Everything should be good to go. Okay, so that looks good. So I'm gonna wipe these down to get the dust off, and then I'll top coat all the nails. This is my favorite part. After filing, right before you top coat, you can't see the designs because of all the file dust, and then even after wiping it, it's still dull, but when you put the top coat on, it comes through. It's so beautiful. That's nice. You don't really see it in this one. It makes the design come to life, I feel. I'm gonna flip it upside down just a little bit because some of the top coat kind of settled to the side. So just a few seconds. All right, that looks good. Now I'm gonna use some diamond gel and attach the rhinestone. Like that. Make sure that it's in the center. And I'll cure it. And then I'll put it in the light for a full cure. I just flash cured it so it's secure. Alright, here we go. Here's one side of the hand done. And we could compare it to the other design. It's pretty much similar. I did this with the short coffin nails, and this one was the short round. So now I'm gonna do the other hand, this time using primarily this purple color, and I'll be back. Okay, So now I'm going to show you the tips I prepared for the left hand, and here they are. In the next video, I'll show you how to prep the nails for application and also how to prep your natural nails so you have the best wear and care for your nails. See you in the next one.